It's been tough going this season for Donna Vekic here in Tallinn. She has played some of her best tennis of the year. And a win today will be her first semi-final of 2022.
Ja tema vastane on pärit Šveitsist, Belinda Bencic.
It's been another solid season for Belinda Bencic. She won her 5th title at Charleston early this year. This is her 8th quarter-final of the season. Hello and a very good morning to you. Welcome along to quarter-finals day at the Tallinn Open here in Estonia. I'm Mark Valadin with you with the first 2 matches today on centre court. Following this one, we will see the number 3 seed, Beatrice Haddad-Maia, up against the 7th seed, Barbora Krejcikova. And then later on, well, plenty of local interest, shall we say. 2 evening matches, and then Kontaveit against Jocelyn Bonaventure, and then another Estonian, Kaia Kanepi, up against Karolina Muchova. So a packed day in store. We start with the ever-improving Donna Vekic. Certainly looks back to her best this week. Really impressive yesterday, beating Shuai Zhang, swatting her aside, which not many people have done this season. But this is a stern test against Bencic here. First up, Julie Shenley, our umpire for this one. Good friends, these two, and that is evident at the toss of the coin. Donna Vekic up against the number 2 seed, Belinda Bencic. Donna Vekic then, the 26-year-old from Croatia, currently ranked down at 85 in the world. She has been much higher, up at 19, 3 titles to her name. Kuala Lumpur in 2014, Nottingham in 2017. The most recent, just under a year ago in Courmayeur, when she didn't drop a set all week, beating Clara Tauson in the final. Definite highlight of the year, that for the Croatian, who had suffered long bouts of injury. And since that win at Courmayeur, injury has struck again. Vekic has struggled for consistency, didn't win her first main draw match of the season until Roland Garros, but did have a good grass swing, which is no surprise for her, reaching the quarterfinals in Birmingham. But then only 1 main draw win in her last 6 outings before arriving here. However, she's looking very good this week, impressive in round 1 with a comfortable win against Maiden Nudi, and then beating the number 8 seed Shuai Zhang yesterday in straight sets. Belinda Bencic, her opponent here, the 25-year-old from Switzerland, ranked at 14 in the world, has been as high as 4th, 2nd seed, as well as having 5 WTA titles to her name, also an Olympic champion. A very special moment just over a year ago, where she beat Marketa Vondrousova. And last season was a solid one as ever for Bencic, reached 6 quarter-finals as well as 2 finals in Adelaide, where she lost to Iga Swiatek in Berlin, and she was beaten by Ludmila Samsonova. And this season went a little under par early on, but sprung into life at Miami, reaching the final 4 there, and then won at Charleston the following week, beating Ons Jabeur. Excellent grass swing, quarter-finalist at Den Bosch, runner-up in Berlin. A couple of quarter-finals since then at Lausanne and Toronto. Know each other well. 3 times before, Bencic leads 2-1, including their most recent meeting in the US Open. I say recent, 4 years ago. Bencic winning 7-6, 6-3. The most experienced umpires, Julie Shenley, taking charge of this first quarter-final here. This morning, Vekic, beg your pardon, winning the toss and electing to receive. Well, it's great to see Donna Vekic playing well again. Very well indeed, actually. Highlights yesterday against Shuai. The serve, first and foremost, 8 aces she sent down. But a forehand, well, unplayable. Just kept finding the lines, finding the corners. Swatting Shuai aside, as I was saying, not many have done that this season, so Vekic certainly looking good this week. But Bencic is always so tough to beat. Vekic comes in as underdog, given her struggles of late, but you do feel like she's turned a corner this week. It was like the Vekic of old, with that punishing forehand and huge first serve. Key for her today, maintain that level. If she does, she has every chance of knocking number 2 seed out here. And it's all smiles. Two very good friends here.